Hello, Nushki. Say hello to the peoples. Yay! Hello. Hi. I'm Nushka, and I don't stay in the studio on the beanbag because people are silly. Yes. Hello. You need to stay here, Nushka. Nushka, sit. 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 You silly kitty cat. Silly girl. You're gonna sit on my knee? And no, you're gonna sit on my knee. I've gotta talk to people. Hello. She doesn't want to sit on my knee. She's very shy. Good girl. No, she wants to go down. Okay, fine. Okay, be like that, Nushka. She's very stubborn. If I don't bring her into the live stream, she will legitimately just stay there and moan outside my studio door. So like I have to bring her now in for these fan request live streams. That's Nushka the cat. Nushka. Yeah, she's my little cat, and she's nearly 8 years old. But she's doing okay. She's doing alright. She's a good girl, and she's here for the live stream, although she may not appear every time, but she's here for now. I'm going to just fuck. Where did this start? I'm pretty sure it started around hang on, I can just go back to the start of the live stream, can't I? Here we go. When did this... If I make it full screen. So... Oh, okay. So it actually started around then. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Sweet. So I'm gonna go from here. From Andreas. We'll go from here. Actually, Jacob, good. So I'm going to have to, like, probably bring that over. And we're going to just we're going to copy it. And hope like hell that it works. Yeah. So we're up to date, I think. We're up to date, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna get started, I suppose. Welcome to everyone to this fan request live stream. It's 5:04. It's been a bit of a mismatch up until now. Yeah, Nushka wants to be a part of the live stream. Absolutely. So I'll go to the front screen here where we've got the live stream queue now. That's all good. We'll probably make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, just so we can get that there. I'm gonna hang around to listen since we're translating a video right now. Thank you to everyone who said hello to Nushka, by the way. Really appreciate everyone saying hi and hanging out and all stuff. It's really cute. You can't see... Dude, I've made the list quite big. I've made the list quite big here. I don't... What if I just get rid of live stream queue because people know it's the live stream queue? And I make it, like, just a tiny bit bigger. Like, a tiny bit bigger. That's as big as it's getting. Okay? That is as big as the live queue is getting. Because otherwise, it's just going to be silly. It's just going to be silly, okay? So, we've got Jacob Good, Salson here. We're going to start with Jacob's suggestion here. And we're going to... Now, this is not working very well because I can't type. What if I made that smaller then? And I just got to here. Oh my goodness, that could work, couldn't it? Yeah, we'll go with that. Fine. There we go. Andreas should be first, right? If that's where people saw it, okay, fine. We'll make it Andreas first. That's fine. That's cool. We're good. Andreas. Where did Andreas go? Andreas? Yeah? Yeah, because I've got Andreas here. Alvin. Get rid of Alvin. We'll go with Jacob first. We'll get there eventually. Okay, we're good. We've got the stream starting, okay? I've gone from Jacob's one. Andreas is second. we're gonna start this fan request live stream. We've got it sorted now. It's okay. I'm confused, but I'm less confused now. We're going from Jacob, and then we've got Andreas second. We're all good. This is going to be a nice, orderly live stream. It's going to be absolutely fine. Thank you to everyone's donations. Thank you. Hang on, I gotta. Thanks to and for your donations. Cool. Thank you for your donations. Let's get going. Track number 1. Boom. They perched on their stilts, pointing and daring me to break. Custom. Instantly, the guitar work, the drums, the vocals are absolutely splendid. Now, Jacob chose this as part of the theme for today, which is teenage nostalgia, and these are songs that you grew up with as a kid or as a teenager, okay? I love it to pieces. I actually love Salsin myself, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, but this is also part of my teenage nostalgia. Had a great time listening to this stuff as I was growing up. The drummer is an absolute beast, though. The percussion is one of the main focal points of this track. Definitely got that emo vibe though, right? The screams are so visceral, but they're great. It was the start of this movement at this point in time, this kind of indie kind of... what genre would this be? What genre would this be? You know, like they've got the visceral tone with these screechies and these growlies, but at the same time there's sort of a sense of melody coming from those rhythm guitar parts. Emo core, cool. This is emo core. Thank you, Jacob. Like, hear that double kick work, isn't it phenomenal? Change of group here. Similar guitar riff here. Lots of color in there, drop tune harmony. Oh, baby, that's spicy, dude. I can fuck with that. That's great. Ah, buddy. I do not regret this theme being chosen. Oh, we got a fade out? Why? Why are we fading out here? Why is it going away? The Screamo is absolutely fire, man. Like, Salsin are some of the best in the genre as far as I'm concerned, eh? Thank you, Jacob, for that trip back in time. Yeah, I think I learned a few of these songs from an ex of mine. They wanted me to learn this on guitar, and I did that. I have a happy history of learning guitars for people I was with at the time, or songs. And it's part of the reason why I think I played guitar was just to impress girls. So that was fun. That's a fun fact. But thank you for that, Jacob. That was an awesome first point there. Wonderful nostalgia. We're going to go to the next track here, which is from Andreas. With Madonna and Sidekick Frozen. Let's go. Let's continue this. By the way, while I remember, Sup Shredders Even if your song does not get chosen, please stay. Can't type. Please stay and enjoy the tunes. Who knows? You might even find your new favorite band. The second one, cool. Second one, let's go. Thanks for your pick, Andres. And that's the 5 minutes. People obviously had different times as teenagers, you know. I think honestly, like the emo period or like the stuff from like the mid 2000s, if you grew up in that time, the teenage stuff there. I think people in like the 2000s were either really super angry and frustrated at stuff, or they were just vibing with it and needed the relaxing music. There didn't seem to be an in between back here, you know. There was still a lot of variety in genres in the music industry at that point, but not nearly as much as we have now. Which is why music's so more infinitely fragmented now. But yeah, sounds like Andreas had a peaceful time as a teenager, and Jacobs was a bit more wild. But again, it's cool. That is one angle of someone's life that we're getting from their teenage nostalgia. Thank you, Andreas, for your pick. Track number 3, Leon Chen, Paramore, Ain't It Fun? I enjoyed the Madonna. Ain't It Fun? Ain't It Fun by Paramore. Let's go. Go, 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 go. I think Nushka wants to hang out with me, but she doesn't want to sit on my knee. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go quickly put the green screen down. There we go. Okay, the system works. The system works, all right? So basically now I got Nushka just sitting down here, breading the beanbag. I don't think you guys can see that because I know the capacity of that. But that was Leon Shen's Ain't It Fun? Fantastic track. I'm going to give that a heart. We've got Martin Wang next. Martin Wang with Need Us. I don't actually think that's a song. So I'm going to go here. Go down a little bit. LC. Got to bring Deep L into this a little bit. Deep L. Deep L translator. Nicholas say Revelations. Let us see if we can figure this out. Hey, Revelations. Let's go. Next track. Okay. I mean, I don't know what we're really getting ourselves into at this point, but I think people have been asking me to review him for a while. But we will see. Oh. He's got a very gentle voice in regards to this track and the piano sound. Damn. It's good to hear he's active, Jacob. Appreciate that. And that's cool, Clark. Oh. Nicholas Say is the guy in, oh really? The J Chow meme video. Oh really? Oh cool. Thank you. I think I get that now. Thank you for the clarification there. Yeah, I knew who J Chow was, but I didn't know the other person. Great build in here with the guitar parts and the increased intensity in the vocals. Nice getting that extra bar there as well to split up that chorus. I guess slide guitar on the right. He plays the bass guitar like fire. Yeah, he's an incredible bassist. I can hear that bass in the lower area. It's nice and active, and it works really well with the lack of intensity in the kick in regards to the speed of it. Nice to have those staccato strings here as well. Yeah, nice to bring the strings up in that part. Nice way of switching up this chorus. Complete vibe shift from what we had previously, but that's okay. You know, I like the fact that with these fan requests we go through all these different genres. Everyone's had their own bit of teenage nostalgia, their own angle, you know. I mean, I gotta give props to him. For 2002, this is pretty good in regards to like the edginess of the distorted guitars and stuff like that. I like it. You know, especially for the start off an album, it's great. Cool, a nice way bringing down the intensity here. Oh, kind of a classical vibe to the end of this, eh? And that's 5 minutes. Teenage Nostalgia fan request live stream number 15. Nicholas Say with Revelations. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to LC for that suggestion there. I enjoyed my time with Nicholas Say. People have been asking me to review him for a while. I'm glad that we're getting stuck into artists we wouldn't usually do it. Just very quickly, WM Music Hong Kong took down the Khalil Fong live stream that we did yesterday. They can have both middle fingers. As far as I'm concerned, I will be uploading without the track that I loved the most tomorrow, so that will go back up. And yeah, record labels just need to learn to chill, man. An actor who can't sing is not a good cook. That's about Nicholas Say. Yeah, he is pretty good looking. He's pretty good looking. Yeah, he's a handsome man. Give him a solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for that, eh? Anyways, we got Paul 7913. Thank you very much, LC, for that there. Kite by Stephanie Sun. Yeah. No, I can understand why people would love this song so much. It's a great, relaxing, beautiful song by Stephanie Sun. She absolutely smashed it. Kite. It does sound like a kite floating through the air, through the sky, going around with the direction of the wind. I can appreciate the musicality of it, the focus and the the precision of the different elements of the mix, like the piano parts and all the heart bits and the guitars and strings and bass and everything and drums and the vocal efforts there. It developed really well through going throughout. I love it. And again, I'm not what I said before about me needing personally harder stuff to like remain engaged. It was who I was as a teenager. I was just an angry person. I needed angry music. But I love that everyone has had different experiences as a teenager, and that's part of what I think is reflected within these teenage nostalgia picks, And I think that's the beautiful thing about us as human beings is we have all these different experiences, and music is part of what elevates us and indicates that quality of life, I suppose. That's cool, RC. Basketball. That's cool. Basketball is a good sport. I don't know anything about it, but I like the vibe of it. And yeah, Jacob, her vocals are unique. I have to be really careful as a music reviewer who's reviewed thousands of songs at this point. I have to be very careful about saying that something is unique. I've probably listened to musicians who sound kind of like her nowadays, but back 20 years ago, absolutely. There were not a lot of people who were doing necessarily what Stephanie Sun was doing. And that's what makes it special, Can't really fault it. Great pick. Thank you, Paul73931, for that choice. It was nice to check out more of Stephanie Sun. We have Xiao Danny now. Xiao Danny. With, what is this song? What is this song called? What have we got? We got My Pride by Yang Pei Yan. I assume this is probably it. This is song this time. Dude, RC, you've been ballin', man. You making the gains with those ladies, dude. Well done. Well done. Enjoy the ride, my friend. Enjoy the ride. Good times, dude. I'm sure. I hope I like it too. Really cool vibrato to that voice there. Okay, we got that sort of contemporary chord progression, but I like the guitar work as well as the drums and bass and vocals. Organ as well. What don't we have? Don't feel bad, man. Don't feel bad, man. Like, I know it's easy to get jealous of people who, are really successful and attractive and get, lots of people when you're younger. They have their own demons, man. Everyone's got pros and cons. Everyone got pros and cons. Again, lovely build here. Great selection. I like the fact we had that extra bar just to add a little bit of intensity to the tension before that chorus there. He's elevating his vocals high above the range of most of the other instruments, so they stand out better. There's a clear passion and authenticity in the vocal performance. And RC, it's okay, man. Don't feel bad about that, dude. When you get older, and I'm sure a lot of you guys who are at my age and older than me, I'm sure as you get older, you realize you appreciate the friends that you have. There will always be more fish in the sea. It doesn't give you an excuse to treat people badly, but if you chase after people at the expense of your personal relationships, it can end up making you a very lonely person, It's always good to make sure you can show some love to your friends. And then, if you've got those connections settled, then obviously feel it's good to then maybe explore outside the box, It's a very wholesome song, though, But you don't want to shit the bed with your friends, man. If you can avoid it. It's okay, just want to hang out with the bros and everyone else. Thank you. Nice way to bring the saxophone in here. And thank you. Hang on, I gotta do the thingy. I gotta do the thingy where I bring the thingy over. As Winshin, thank you, Winshin. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love music. I want every single one of these songs to give me a visceral reaction to it so that I literally jump out of my seat. It won't always happen, but that's important because if I was to fake those reactions, then you couldn't have any authenticity as a reviewer, could you? And yeah, friends are important. Nice voicing of this saxophone solo here. Mimics some of the original melodies we have, some of those concepts. Oh, great build there with the lead parts. There we are, that's the trick. Great exploration of the fretboard there. Sweeps are dope, man. That was a shame. I think they were hesitant to include that build there at the end of that solo section because they wanted them to come in really cleanly. But at the same time, it's like you could have totally had that note at the end of that phrase of that solo hang over top of him if you didn't need the story to be the only thing that mattered, you know? Like, it's all about balance and equilibrium. I'm loving this. I love the fact that we're clearly confident on the mic, you know, the post-production is fantastic here, you know, it does sound very uplifting. It's a very genuine stylistically cohesive experience. I've got no real complaints about what I'm listening to here. I like it. I'll give that. Do I love it though? Do I love it? Yeah, definitely. Uplifting melody for sure. I'll give that a like. Okay, that's what that was the build I was looking for. That was the build I was looking for from the song. I needed this to increase like that and have that extra bit of a vocal fry there. He was holding back on us. Don't know how to feel about that. We got there in the end. And yeah, RC, I know, man. I know, but you gotta do what you can, right? You just gotta do what you can. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up, man. It happens to all of us. We don't know how people are gonna be in like 5 years. You never know. It's why you keep your options open if you can, you know? But then you don't want to take people for granted, so it's tricky, you know? You can balance. Oh, yeah, that guitar work on the side is phenomenal, dude. I get that the vocals are the focal point here and that we're trying to make ourselves a single here that people are going to remember and like really appreciate, but at the same time, it's like we could have been a little bit less conservative the way we approached the other main elements in the mix. But I suppose we were also trying to fit it into 4 minutes for you. But yeah, I can imagine this would have been a pretty important song for people. I think that what would have elevated this for me personally was understanding what the story was about and the lyrics. Dude. You know, when you get past 30, Clark, you know, the danger is that you stop giving a shit because you start realizing, oh, I've managed to make it past 30. You're doing well, but you have to keep caring because if you let yourself go at 30, it's really hard to pick it up. And because, you know, you're getting older and you have less people around you potentially, there's not as many people forcing you to take care of yourself. But don't feel bad about turning 30, man. There are literally like people in their 50s and 60s who are courting people half their age because they're successful. I'm not saying that that's right or that's something that should happen, but there are people who are much older than 30 who are living their best lives and even find success later, way later than in their 30s. It's all about playing that long game. So as long as you take care of yourself, you respect people, and you make smart decisions. Even if you're not at a point in your life where you're happy, eventually if you keep making sensible decisions, your life will improve. And you might even find people that you're really happy with and can just enjoy, you know. There's got to be an end point, but I'm sure you'll find that. But that was a great choice. Thank you very much to Xiao Denny for that. Again, it's really nice to hear people's teenage nostalgia and hear what people think and feel about stuff. I'm enjoying my time with it. We've got Miracle Reproduction by Mao Hua-Feng by Martin Wang. Let's get into this one then. Just got to copy it into Spotify, you know. Okay. Get rid of that one. Hey, there we go. I assume that's probably this one here. People will let me know. No? Is this the wrong one? Is this the wrong one? Am I tripping? I just copied and pasted it. Is this wrong? Or is it this one? Why is my Nanoleaf panel choosing something that's not what I wanted to choose? The audacity here to be doing this. No, not this one. Yeah, so we're gonna. I know this isn't the right one. I don't know which one it is, but it's like, is it this one? I can't find it. Is it not on Spotify? It's not there. Okay, so we can't find it. 60 seconds. Yep, gonna have to pick a new choice, okay? I'm just gonna fix my Nanoleaf panels, which are being an absolute pain at the moment. Yep. Remember, it is on Spotify. Probably not for me though. Can you give me another name for it? Can you give me another name or an alternative to it so that I can find it? Because I would like to find it. Ultraman Chinese so just the name. Okay, so which is the name then? Is it this one? Hey, there we go. Cool. Thank you. Found it. Hey, Ultraman. Ultraman. Ultraman theme song. What? Thank you. Okay, so I'm picking a fight at the moment with my Nanoleaf panels because they will not like stay on the right setting no matter what I do. I am getting real grumpy. Stay lit. Far out. You little shits. Stay lit. Don't you change. I got Nanoleaf panels over here. It's driving me nuts. They're staying now. Which is good. Cool, let's go. Nanoleaf panels, man, like... I mean, like, it just looks awesome. Like, if you look at the artwork for this, it looks like it's giant mecha monsters. And I love giant mecha monsters. I'm an absolute simp for giant mecha monsters. Give me more mecha monsters in my life, please. Please. Light? Do I believe in light? I believe in lights. I don't currently believe in my Nanoleaf panels, but like they're doing okay at the moment. Thank you, Shin. Shin, you die. I can imagine this would have been pretty fire at the time, eh? I mean, like, I don't need to understand what it's about or understand the context to be able to appreciate the musicality of it. Oh, it's a meme. Oh. Oh, it's a meme. Thank you. I didn't realize it was a meme. I'm so out of touch. I should just retire, dude. I'm too old for this. It's catchy. This is a nice vibe shift, though. Sour solos is spicy. Oh, it's a line from the show. See, I'm just getting confused. I'm so out of touch that I don't even know whether it's a meme or it's a line or whatever, man. It's just silliness. It's insanely musically creative, though. Its noisy vocals are so resonant, but I dig it. I vibe with it, man. No complaints. No complaints. Now you guys are just screwing with me now. So it is a meme, but it's a line from the show that became a meme. But you're just messing with me at this point. It's cool. It's cool. It's fine. I can understand why this would be nostalgic, eh? Oh, yeah, it is a shame that it didn't appear last week. It kind of sounds like he's blasting off into space or something like that. Great track, 10 out of 10. I'm going to give this one a heart. I'm so glad that we found it. Good job for Spotify not knowing what the fuck to do with the original choice, though. Like, Martin, you didn't do anything wrong, man. It was just Spotify not processing it very well and misunderstanding the whole entire point of the exercise. But thank you very much for that choice there, that teenage nostalgia suggestion. No more? I'm sorry to hear that 5566, because that's the next one, isn't it? From Harden Plus. Chinese people's gateway into rock. I can understand why that would have been the case. It surprises me that there wouldn't have been more people into rock. Like, why did it take so long for people to get into rock and that side of things? It's cool. It's fine. Salty Egg Man. Salty Egg Man. What is Salty Egg Man? Is that another meme or is it a line from the show? What is happening here, Salty Egg Man? Oh, Jesus! I should just leave her alone. She's sleeping. Nushka's sleeping right now. She said she's run around the studio a little bit and now she's sleeping on a beanbag. Part of me is tempted to just use the leftover webcam that I have, just to have like a little Nushka cam to put here, so that if she's in the live stream, people can just see her sleeping or something like that. Just as something additional of interest for people, in case they're ever like, yo, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Look, that was a great song. Thank you very much for Martin. Oh my goodness, they do look like eggs. They do like the yellow eggs. Yes, they do. Thank you. Thank you. They do look like eggs. The Ultraman. Salty eggs. Good fun. Thank you, Martin Wang, for that. Where did the next one go? Yes. Harden Plus. 5566. Bra, bra, bra. Bra, bra, bra. Oh. Playlist. It's not here, guys. It's not here. Labels removed it. None. Isn't here. It's not here. Not available anymore. So rude. No rude. So rude. So rude, dude. None of that. None of that. Why? Why isn't it available? What if I just put it in? There's one from Steve Chow, but not one from that. Oh, thank you. What is this one? Yay! So wait, this is Makio. Makio. Where is Makio? I gotta do the deepal thingy for it. I'll let you guys listen to it whilst I do that. First Love. Makio Kawashima, First Love. Nice. Thank you, Vincent X. I think you may be a bit late, but thank you anyways. These strings, the guitar parts, the drums, and the vocals are charming, aren't they? Teenage nostalgia. The way the synths sparkle around the stereo field is gorgeous. I mean, to be fair, you owe too. I haven't heard this song before. I guess I'm the odd one out. Nice build. Yeah, nice stomach range. Yeah, great choice. Thank you, Harden Plus, for this. Ah, an accordion or something like that. A French instrument. That's great. Oh, that's charming. Very Parisienne. God de je ne sais quoi, c'est... Oh, my French isn't as good as it used to be. I was going to say pero, but that's Spanish. It does sound like a start of a drama. Or like, it sounds like the intro for a TV show or something like that. Okay, repeating the chorus twice. Alright. Alright. Nice subtle double track vocals in the background. Good. Good. I'm glad. I should say that. The reason I said good was because I'm glad there is some drama in a drama. A woman gets angry and hits the taxi driver when she's drunk. Hopefully she apologizes for it eventually, you know? Although you never know what the drunk taxi driver did to maybe the taxi driver did something silly. Oh, that's a charming little sparkle that we have there at the end. Lovely work. What a charming, friendly song that was from Amakiyo Kawashima with First Love. Drunken Road Rage. Great. That's literally the opposite of what you want, is for people to be drunk when they've got cars. But I suppose, ironically, that's the least shitty scenario you can get when someone is drunk, is punching the person instead of hitting their car with their car. So I'm glad that it wasn't worse than that. Too much drama. Her career went downhill from that incident. Too much drama. Well, maybe she just needs to not hit people when she's drunk. Maybe she just shouldn't. She just shouldn't be drinking. She should not be drinking. But I'm glad that memories were brought back. Hopefully positive ones, unlike Makiyo, who probably does not remember that situation fondly. Yeah, it sounds pretty terrible, to be honest. I'm just riffing off of it terribly, but I understand there's some pretty heavy precedent set aside from that. But thank you very much for explaining the situation to me. Nonetheless, this is, of course, a Fan Request Teenage Nostalgia live stream. This is past the halfway point now. We have just under an hour to go. I will continue trying to run through these tracks as quickly as possible without doing a shitty job of it. We have, that's Andreas there. We've got a duplicate. Sam Lee. Oh, I think the live has started. I just couldn't see it. Harden Plus. We've already done Harden Plus, but thank you for that choice, Harden Plus. I'm going to have to actually copy that here. I'll put that there. That's the smart one. Because I actually add these songs to the SB Fan Request live stream, which, if you don't know, if you are looking for new songs to listen to, I have put every single fan request that we have asked for in this list of songs on Spotify. So if you are looking for new songs to listen to, or you'd like to hear a song you heard but you don't know the name of it, it will be on this list, okay? We're probably going to get to 200 songs today, which is dope. Thank you for all of your submissions so far. But that was Makio there. Just because gossip is fun. It's fun to talk shit about stuff, man. It's fun to talk about stuff and say silly things and have a good time. It's part of being in a community. Human beings are at their best when they're saying really bad stuff about each other. That's basically childhood, is just talking smack and not suffering the consequences because you're too young to deal with them. What have we got next? From Jean Clark. We got Feeling This by Blink-182. Really creative, actually. I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to listen through this track with a decent set of headphones, because I never got to listen to this track properly as a kid. The technology just wasn't really there yet. If you listen to it online, I didn't have the CDs. I always listened through it to radios. Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity to listen through this. This is another part of my teenage nostalgia. Of just beautiful, man. Nothing but love for it. Nothing. Yeah, the chemistry is insane. Nothing but love for it. I've got all the time for it. What do I want to say about this aside from that? I think everyone can hear the musicality of it and the professionalism on display there. This is part of what launched Blink-182 as a band that they are today, and they thoroughly deserve the success. But that was Jean Clark's Teenage Nostalgia pick for today, fan request number 15. Thank you very much for your requests so far. We're starting to get people coming and asking if there is time for requests. Blatantly, there's just not. We've got too many picks. You can see the little square here. That is the amount of requests we've got here. And we're not even a fifth of the way through them, man. There's just too many people. While I remember it, just whilst we're here, if you are interested in getting your favorite song reviewed as part of a custom monthly video, feel free to join the Patreon. Here. We do have slots for new patrons. I don't know why that's... You shouldn't be able to see this part about that. But if you want to become public page, right. Silly me. Become a Patreon member, SB Patron, and get one of your favorite songs reviewed each month. You get given the video. The videos also go on the YouTube channel as well. And yeah, it's a good way. If you've ever been like, yo, can you review this song? Well, you can do it through becoming an SB Patron, patreon.com/SpiderhandsPNZ. I'll leave a link in the description for this video. But aside from that, we're just going to continue here with Thug Love featuring Tupac. Um, oh, don't worry, man. Like, Shinyuda, I enjoy these. It's part of the reason I do this is simply because it helps me to talk to people and become... Because I don't get to talk to a lot of people. I'm a bit of an introvert, but I'm happy to meet people online and chat about their music and have a good time, you know? Don't feel sorry. Don't feel sorry about it, Jay. It's fine. It's all good. We're going to listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony. But yeah. What is this, though?
I don't give a fuck where you lay at, nigga. It's time to slay these bitch made niggas. They ain't even know what type of niggas we is. Where my thugs at? Bone Thugs and Harmony. I know you niggas been waiting for this for a long time. But here it is, nigga. Here it is. What you gonna do? Well, it must be close to the Armageddon.
To be honest, I've never heard this, but I'm so fucking hyped for it. I am so hyped for this. Let's go. See, that nostalgia comes in all sorts of forms, man. Vibe with it, enjoy it. That flow is insane, dude. How do you follow the words? How do you keep up with it? I love the gunshots as well. Nice variation on the typical percussion you would have. So good. Nothing wrong with the Black Sheep, man. Look at that like.
Motherfucking hands on your strap, nigga. Yeah, we can do this like gangsters and slug it out. Do this like punks and punk it out. Pull your strap on me, nigga. You better kill me. Thug life, baby. I'll probably be punished for hard living. Blind to the facts. Thugs is convicts and...
I mean, it says the art of war, World War II. It was that time in rap and hip hop. It was intense. It was intense. It was that aesthetic, you know?
Hands on the strap. Praying so Father, please forgive me. Police be rushing when they see me. I flaunt it. America's most wanted. Live on TV like pleasure and pain. Stuck in this game. Holler my name. We all gon' die. We bleed through similar veins. Please explain to me now. Don't panic when my guns burst. You heard the last jam, nigga. This one's worse. My nigga Bone help.
For the gunshots to work well, the traditional drums that we have with the piano line there and the vocals and the difference in delivery there is fantastic. Yeah, this is Tupac that we're talking about, right?
Bitch niggas bring it on. I caught a plane out to Cleveland late last evening to help my niggas clean up some niggas no longer breathing there. Who do you believe in? Hit the weed and
great Muga synth there.
Watch me until they stop me, bury, murder me or drop me. I got thug love for my nation while I posse feel me.
The production value here though, wow, with that synth going through the headphones and the cans like that, that's attention to detail. They aren't sleeping on it.
Motherfuckers out to give me, they don't understand. It's the number one nigga right with a nation of niggas down to put us some work, into some dirt, fucking around with the band bone. Thugs in harmony, follow down the road, we strode to meet karma. Everything I do will seem to cause drama. Ready for the war like a knight in my armor. Bomb ya, so quick to test us. Nigga wanna press me, eat dust. For the love of the lust, niggas bustin' on us. Hit him up with the buck, 12 gauge erupt. It's my on the war, put the niggas on the floor when I...
Yeah, because part of rap is actually the rhythm of the way that the vocals are done. You know, I absolutely agree, LC. Absolutely.
Try to put a twist in his stuff to error. Head up with a nigga like Pac and a nigga like me gotta stay high. Thug love to the die, keep a prayer to the sky, but I'm still in the hood smoking fry. So I beg the Lord to save us all, escapers of misery. Bless my niggas in penitentiary, soldiers of the century. Yeah, they get it to my niggas, then they get down with the dirty and we don't fuck around. Buck a couple of rounds and if it passes through, then hit the ground. And don't get caught up in the crossfire. Nigga, artillery thick and you don't want to get the fucking with this. I'm straight devil, not the fucking with 10. I reload and buck a little more. Niggas sing for the pump, won't even know. So who you looking for? They don't know. A motherfucker with a leather face. Hey, man, she said I ran this way. Said I ran that way. Your hoes I never know because I got away. A criminal mind to keep a nigga on the level sometimes. So get high and analyze your crime correctly organized. And with the result should be...
He needs to aim his... Dude, RC, man. The comedian of the classroom here. Comedian of the classroom, man. Well done, RC. Always a pleasure. And it's good that you got a little bit more open to that, Clark. Hey, it's nice. And I feel you, Leon. Leon Shin, I see you.
Give it to him on another level, nigga, get a shovel, you can dig a whole bitch, it's dead. If a raid, take a head, you can beg, you can flay, but still gon' bleed bloody red. For the mind that we seen in the moonlight, we are right for you. Better run for cover, nigga, dub. We bout to bust Drake at the infrared, put it on his forehead, make some moves. Send Drake to his home, put a card in the motherfucker, send him to his mama, tell her he was dead wrong, oh, now we long gone.
Boom, 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 boom. It's a really simple melodic motif there, but it carries so much gravitas in this, and I'm so pleased to be open up to what Thug Life is all about with Bone Thugs and Harmony and Tupac. It's and it's not necessarily safe for kids or anything like that. None of these tracks should probably be heard by children. But it's cool. Again, that's not the aesthetic they were going for. Great pick, Jay. Appreciate you. So good. And that's 5 minutes, and we finish on a gunshot. Thank you very much for that suggestion. Hang on, I gotta actually translate this. I gotta translate this properly. One man's J. We got Thug Love. That was Teenage Nostalgia. Good pick. We got Soda Green. Soda Green. Nope. We're done LC. We're done that. We're done that. We're done that. Oh my goodness. Are we actually running? We're getting through our picks. There's a lot of... Oh, hang on. What was that? We're getting through our picks, aren't we? Yeah, I do remember who I've had. Ash27. Yay! Awesome. But thank you. Soda Green. Oh, really? The ban on guns in Taiwan, but there are shooting incidents in the news almost every day. Ah, yeah, it's tricky. The gun situation is tricky. There's a lot of stuff going on at the moment with that. Yeah, go listen through the whole album. This is the reason why I tell people to stay. I know it sucks if your song doesn't get chosen. Literally, you have to come on 5 at the dot. You have to come to this live stream at 5, and you have to run the gauntlet of the YouTube stream friggin' algorithm, and you have to pray that your choice gets picked, because it's just the situation with these fan requests. So it is basically random. I just copy and paste it. There's no manipulation on my part. But basically, just stay. If you don't get chosen for your song, just stay, because you might find this new song that you really like. I found bands and artists that I've enjoyed through this. It's all good. And remember, you can just join the Patreon if you want custom monthly music reviews and all that kind of stuff, you know? Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find RC. Yeah, you're here, RC. You're here, bud. You're here, but there's a few to get to, okay? So I'm not gonna muck around. We're just gonna get straight into it. I'll put it back. But yeah, just hang around, stay, enjoy the music, okay? Oh, okay. Frequency by Soda Green. Yi Jiren DJ. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's all good, Shinya. Yuda, you're fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. So the best lyrics. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm liking the strings and the guitar parts and the bass and drums and the vocals. Nice vibrato to it. Lots of coloration in there. It's kind of soft and friendly and peaceful, isn't it? Nice to have an instrumental section here, just to play the fiddle or whatever string it is to voice itself. Okay, the distortion. Okay, that build, that up, it's uplifting. A viola. Thank you, UO2. I appreciate that. I should know more about that stuff, but I don't. It's an area for improvement for me personally, you know? Oh, that makes sense. Nice fade out there. Nice bit of space in there. He's okay. Yeah, I like his vocals. Has an interesting timbre to his voice, interesting texture. Nice build and then a reduction in that intensity, the range, dynamic range of it. I don't know, the song isn't necessarily resonating with me as much as it would as I was expecting. Again, I like the way he's approaching the vocals. Piano's nice and bright, very subtle. Nice falsetto. That's 5 minutes. I can respect the musicality of it. Again, nothing particularly resonated with me about it. I understood why we chose different sections that we did. I like the strings in it. I think maybe it would be more meaningful to me personally if I understood the vocals. and what the song was about. Maybe that was the missing component there, but I nonetheless appreciate it, and I'm thankful to have understood more about U02's Teenage Nostalgia. Thank you very much for your picks so far. We've got half an hour to go, 30 minutes. We listen to Soda Green. Next, we've got Jackie Wu here. What do we got? Jackie Wu with this one, this track here. When was this written? The 90s? 80s? 2000? No way was this released in the 2000s. No way. No ways. Oh, cool. This was Jackie Wu with You're Happier Than Ever. Okay, cool. You're Happier Than Ever. I thought this was released in the 90s. I thought it was released in the 90s. I was not expecting this. Oh really? It's composed by Jay Chou. Okay. Alright. You managed to sneak Jay Chou onto the live stream again. Well done. Good job. A clap. A clap. Okay, I like the orchestral vibe to it alongside the soulful electric keys and everything. It's a nice vibe. Oh, so he's quite important in Jay Chou's story. Well, that's a little bit of the lore explored, isn't it? He's cheeky. You're being cheeky bringing in Jay Chou. I'm kidding, of course, I don't mind. Oh, honestly, Solaris, if that's the case, like, honestly, if I was not, like, doing this fan request live stream, if I found out that someone said that people in depression were insatiable, I would just stop listening to him immediately. If that is what he believes, that's enough for me to not listen to a musician. That's just... Again, there's nothing particularly offensive about the song. I really enjoy it. In fact, like, I like the way that Jackie sings, and the arrangement of the different elements is very much that kind of 80s kind of ballad groove. I can understand why people enjoy it. I can understand why people will be nostalgic for it. You know, it's great music. I hesitate to give that a like. Just bear in mind, I like the music, but if what people have told me about Jackie Wu is true, then I don't necessarily like the musician. You know, originally Jay Chou was only signed by Wu Zhongxian to help the company write songs. After that, Jay Chou released his first solo album under the protection of Wang Xunrong. So it was Okay, I see. I mean, like, to be fair, like, if you're hired by a company to write songs for them, there's nothing intrinsically wrong with that. It's just that, like, if Jay Chou was transferred without his knowledge, that's really shitty behavior, you know. Outside of that, though, fantastic choice. Thank you, Dash27, for that. We've got Mugen next with Jolan Sai. And what is this track? That one there. I believe it's this one, maybe. Great song. Yeah, there was nice acoustic guitar riff in there, interesting synth parts, really nice colorations and textures to them. The drums are nice and punchy, you know, and catchy melodies and hook lines and separate distinct parts, and the post-production is fantastic. Yeah, no, Clark, I understand you completely. She's Jay's ex-girlfriend. That's classic. This is Jolan's first album released at Sony. They invited several top music producers in the industry at the time to custom make this album for her. It's a really fun album. Sony's got money. Now, I don't know if Sony's got that much money, because if Sony had money, they would surely be able to produce enough PlayStation 5s for me to be able to buy a PlayStation 5. Clearly, Sony do not have that much money if they cannot meet the demand for the PS5s that were being sold at the time. Sony need to find more money. So if you guys have got any ways for Sony to find more money so that they can make more PS5s, you let them know, okay? I would love to know what Sony's reason for not having enough money to make more PS5s is. But thank you very much for that choice of Jolin Sai. The poll has got 18 votes. We're looking at 1 out of 3 people not wanting it, but that's okay. Sony's making cars now. No needs to make PS5s. No cars. Only PS5s. Okay? If I'm not happy, then no one should be happy. That's how it's supposed to work with massive multi-corporate global dominions like Sony. If they're not making me happy, nothing else matters. They should not be making cars. They should be making PS5s. But I'm glad that Jolin Sai at least got what she wanted. Oh no, get an Xbox. No Xboxes. No Bloodborne on Xbox. There's no Bloodborne on Xbox, therefore Xbox is the inferior console. If Xbox want to compete with PlayStation, they need to have Bloodborne. Until they have Bloodborne on Xbox, they are an inferior console, and that's my closing argument. You know, I've played Halo. You know, I played Halo. That's like the only game that Xbox has. Xbox doesn't have any other consoles. It's only Halo. And I tried the first Halo, and I was like, it's okay. And then I went back to Bloodborne because Bloodborne's a good game. Anyways, I'm going to stop trolling people now, and I'm going to listen to the next song. Thank you to Mugen for that choice. Mix You, Miss You has got Shiny with JoJo. Let's go. Well, exactly. That's the kind of company that Xbox is. They're desperate, so they bought... Xbox were like, damn, we don't have Bloodborne on our console. Shiny. We don't have Bloodborne, so we don't have the best game that's ever made. But surely we will be able to grow our business by buying Activision. You may as well have just... You may as well have paid off student loan debts. Like... I'm sorry, this has got nothing related to Shiny. Yeah, really professional production. Clark, I won't specifically give the name of the high school I went to just because I don't want people finding out where I live. Because if you were to find out the place where the school I went to, you'd probably be able to figure out where I live. But it was somewhere in New Zealand. It was somewhere down south. But yeah. That's okay. You know, nothing wrong with going the less identifiable route. It's all chill. It's chill. But thank you very much for that, Miss You. I appreciate that scene there. We've got Solaris here. Boom. Solaris with Fish Leon. Dun dun dun. Let's go. Track here. Slowly losing my mind, I think. We've got on lots of adventures in this live stream. Lang Yang Jingru, pity it's not you. Fish Leon. Why? Yeah, well done. Well done staying up this late, Solaris.
这一刻突然觉得好熟悉，像昨天、今天同时在放映。我这句语气原来好像你，不就是我们爱过的证据？差一点骗了自己，骗了你。爱与被爱不一定成正比。我知道被疼是一种运气，但我无法完全交出自己。努力为你改变，却变不了预留的伏线。以为在你身边，那也算永远。
You know, like the piano line, the strings, the vocals are fine. We have a blueprint for a lot of these big ballad singles at this point. We have a blueprint. We have the piano, we have the strings, we have the vocals for like 2 minutes, and then we have the drums come in, and it's a fairly predictable formula, but I like it when people like Fish Leong kind of add their own sort of spice to it.
仿佛还是昨天，可是昨天已非常遥远。但闭上我双眼，我还看得见。可惜不是你陪我。
Oh, those 80s pads, man. Those make me nostalgic for a time when I wasn't alive.
走是那路口，感谢那是你牵过我的手，还能感受那温柔。那一段我们曾心贴着心。我想我更有权利关心你，可能你已走进别人风景。
Nice build on the right side with the key parts.
希望也有星光的
Nice development there. A little bit of intricacy with that line there. Nothing wrong with that.
努力为你改变，却变不了预留的伏线。以为在你身边，那也算永远。仿佛还是昨天，可是昨天已非常遥远。但闭上我双眼，我还看得见。可惜。
Considering how nostalgic people are for this track, I'm assuming it's something directly related to either their own personal experiences or they understand the words. And I feel like I'm missing out a little bit. As I've said before, I'm kind of envious of people who are familiar natively with the language. This would be just added a little bit extra more intense and yeah, I get it. I feel you, Solaris.
牵过我的手，还能感受那温柔。可惜不是你陪我到最后，曾一起走却走失那路口。感谢那是你牵过我的手，还能感受那温柔。感谢那是你牵过我的手，还能温暖我胸口。
Ah, the one that got away. Thank you. I appreciate that, Clark Zhang. Dude. Like, yeah, I agree with that. I vibe with that, you know. The one that, I think the one saving grace of the one that gets away is that that person probably teaches you something you didn't know about yourself, and hopefully you learn that lesson from that and become a better person, so that the next time it occurs, you don't lose that opportunity. You know, that's only, of course, if you're in control of that situation, which sometimes you'll get people who feel like that one got away when in reality they never had a choice in the matter. That person was just gone, you know. There's nothing you can do about that. But great track, Solaris. This is the last song for today. The last one, as I need to go cook. I need to go make food for the family. Need to get Nushka some food. You know, get her some food. She's sleeping right now, but you know, the moment she wakes up, she'll be like, "Daddy, give me some food." And I'll have to go get her some food because she's a cat. She eats like a friggin' royalty. Because I don't half-ass stuff. But we got Lanny1185. Okay. Okay, we'll talk about the end. Actually, no, screw it, we'll do it now. Just before the last song, and I know I've harped on about this, literally, if you want original songs reviewed, go to my Patreon. Or become an SP member. You can click the button on the YouTube channel page. If I go to the YouTube channel, can we find the join button? Okay, if we go to my channel right now, do you see the button which says join? If you join this, you can choose a video that we make. We have like 2 SP members at the moment. You literally could just pick a song and it would probably get chosen. And you're welcome to go for that. You also get 1 priority fan pick per month in the fan request live stream. So if you become an SP member once per month, your song request will go to the top of the queue. It's totally up to you, but those are the main 2 ways outside of these fan requests that people can select songs for review. You can either become an SP patron and get custom monthly music videos made for yourself that can also go on YouTube, or you can become an SP member and vote on a song per week. Okay? But there we go. That's basically that. And who have we got here before our last song? Put that back here. We've got Jifeng Q. I've just realized that the whole time I had that like here. That was really dumb. Can I go back to where I was before? I had that big, didn't I? This here is the join button here for the SP members thing. That's the one where you can pick a weekly video on Mondays. But anyways, going outside of that, okay? Let's go. Track last one from Lanny1185. Richie Jen. Released in 2004. Nice. It's soulful, isn't it? It's a fun track.
轻轻的风，像旧梦的声音，不是我不够坚强，是现实太多僵硬。你留的雨。
You think I had a private chef? You think I'm making private chef on the only money? You're joking. You're messing with me. I know you're screwing with me. I wish I had a private chef. That'd be great.
不是我不肯低头，是眼泪让人刺痛。忘记吧，若可以，也算是。
Now I want a private chef now.
如果一个人的心只能烧出一个谜，两个。
I like the sizzle. I like the sizzle on those guitar parts and the assertion on the vocals.
你要去到哪里？牵着两手就是个天地。一生啊
Yeah, thanks, Shinida. I'm not good at explaining that, but I appreciate the support regardless.
的爱情，有今生今生做兄弟，没来世来世再想你。漂流的河，每夜每夜下着雨，想起你。
I The organs go waka 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 waka. And also, Jay, bring BB in. Bring BB King in, man. I want to hear some BB King, please. Gotta bring in that BB King into the live streams. Bring a bit of that blues culture. Again, like, I don't have a particularly strong association with this track, so I can't understand the story, but I'm appreciating the rock, bass, and grooves. How do I get out of that? How do I? I don't know how to fix that. It's fine. Are we gonna get some organs and some lead solos in here? Oh, nice bass in this was there. The way it goes around the headphones is charming. Oh, that's a fun builder there. Again, that little melody on the side is nice and catchy. It's memorable. That phrasing of that vocal melody is nice and catchy. Clear understanding of how to get the most out of the tracks he's recording and writing. Those futuristic kind of oscillators, the wop 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 are nice. I wouldn't naturally expect them to be in a type of arrangement like this, but they kind of work as a unique experience. The sizzle and grit on the guitars is fantastic though. Great fun. Oh, the oscillation is strong in this one. Thank you. Bottom left. Oh, thank you. I feel so completely technologically silly. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know how technology works. Yeah, Richie just seems like a real chill dude. Richie Zhen. What a class act. I'm gonna do that a like. In fact, I'm gonna give him a follow. I can't commit to reviewing the entirety of this album. It's like friggin' 2 hours long, but finish with a bang. Finish with a because this is the conclusion. It's the conclusion of my live stream, Fan Requests 15, Teenage Nostalgia. Thank you to everyone for playing along with the theme. I know that it can suck when you've got a song lined up and you realize that we're doing something completely unrelated and your song doesn't sort of fit in, but I nonetheless appreciate the effort people have put into to fit in with that. I also appreciate everyone for watching this live stream. This is something we do on Sundays per each week, a heads up in advance. That I may be taking a break from these live streams within a month's time. Just because I feel that it would be good for me to have a week off live streams once each term. So this will mean that the live streams of that 1 week will be deferred to the next one. It won't affect the Jay Chow live stream in 2 weeks, and it won't affect the other album review I'm doing for either Eason Chan or Fei Wong. But there may be a week I don't have any live streams, and I will make sure I notify people of that in advance. Additionally, just while I'm here, I will probably be starting my reviews of BTS albums. Because I want to do a big video on BTS. Now, I've spoken to people about it. I mentioned it quietly. But I want to basically listen through BTS's entire studio discography and figure out why people like them so much. Because I want to understand why they have a fandom of 30 to 40 million people and why that fan base is so loyal. This is a video, to be able to do this, it's very simple. I'm going to be doing live streams more often to be able to hear these. They won't be in the same format as this. They will not be scheduled. They will just be when I have some spare time, and I figure it's probably better for the community if the BTS army has any interest in this whatsoever. It will probably be wise for me to give them notice that I'm going to be doing this big review, because I want this to be a big video. I want this to be a video that people enjoy. I want to elevate the stuff I do with these videos to a point where they're more professional and more beneficial to people. And maybe making this video, will allow other people who maybe don't understand BTS's success, maybe it will help them to understand why they are so successful. So we're going to see how that goes. But if you see me reviewing a BTS album during the week, that's why. It's just because I want to understand their stuff more. It's going to be similar alongside the reviews I do of like Kanye West, because I also want to understand why Kanye West is so beloved. I would love to do the Beatles. So there's probably going to be a Beatles one that we do at some point soon. And I'd love to do a Metallica one, and maybe a few other bands as well. And obviously we'll do Jay Chow at some point, although I would prefer to do that at 10k subs. I'm hoping, though, that these bigger videos might attract a larger audience, just because if it's less kind of formulaic to the usual stuff I do, maybe people will enjoy it more. But anyways, so if you see me doing BTS reviews or live streams over the week, that's why. I may even do more than one album, just depending on how quickly I want to get this sorted. But I think that'll be a nice balance. And yeah, I appreciate people's understanding with me having like a week off each 10 from these fan request live streams in the top 5s. They'll still get done. We have plenty of time, and there's no point in rushing them. Yep, we will be literally no kidding. But in order for these videos to work, I will need to review every single one of their studio albums. So we will be reviewing all of BTS's studio albums, along with their top 5 or top 10 songs on Spotify. We will be reviewing all of Kanye West's albums, including his top 5 or top 10 on Spotify. I'm not going to schedule these live streams though. I'll try and keep them around the same time, but it's going to be too much friggin' work for me to commit to a weekly schedule for these. But obviously, if you don't catch it live, you'll be able to watch the live streams. If YouTube blocks me, especially with the Beatles stuff, I just know that the Beatles are going to be a fucking pain in the ass. They are going to be difficult because I really love their monetization, the Beatles. Paul McCartney hasn't made enough money yet. He's got to get a channel with 4-figure subs to friggin' suckers, whatever. So, it could be tricky, but we're gonna get through it. Okay? So yeah, that's just a little announcement, a few admin things. I won't mention it outside of this live stream, so if you're privy to this conversation, congratulations and thanks for watching my content. Anyways, thank you very much for your requests throughout this live stream. I've enjoyed listening to your teenage nostalgia and the tracks from that. Nope. No. Khalil Fong, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off about Khalil Fong, not because of Khalil Fong, but because of the record labels. I don't actually want to give them money. I don't want to give WM Music Hong Kong any money. I don't want to, because they literally blocked the live stream we did last night. And I would have been fine with giving them money if they just monetized it, but they had to completely shit the bed and block it. And maybe they're doing that as a record label because they know it's a cover of another person's song, and they don't really want anyone to profit off that outside of that. Maybe it was an executive decision for there to be absolutely no monetization whatsoever. But if they wanted no monetization, they shouldn't have released it on Spotify. So it'll be a while before I do specific artists. I think something that people are going to have to understand as well is that these bigger reviews I'm going to do of like the entire discographies are not going to be centric necessarily to the artists that we've done in these top fives. These will be artists that I'm genuinely interested in. I want to see their journeys. And while I love Khalil Fong, there are other musicians I want to check out and I want to rumble with. So we will see. But I'm going to have to re-upload that Khalil Fong live stream because they've blocked it. And I'm just, yeah. I know. It's almost like we'll have a role reversal. Because what's going to happen is that you guys are going to be watching me review music that's in English. And while I know that that's a major pull for this stuff, that's exactly why I want to do this. Because I want to see if these reviews I do will eventually appeal to a wider audience outside of the J stuff that I've been doing. A lot of the fans on this channel are people who found me through my Jay Chou reviews. And I've gotten to learn a lot about a lot of amazing musicians from that part of the world. But I want to go to other parts as well. And I just want to see how far we can push this. You know? It'll be fun. It'll be fun. If this channel was ever to get to a point where it could somehow be monetized, maybe we could have a look at subtitles or something. Like, I'm talking 6 figures. I'm talking enough from YouTube to be able to make a living off of it. But in the meantime, again, live streams, album live streams, personal enjoyment, have fun. Please stay cool and stay safe. Remember, support your local musicians and artists at this point in time. And see the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I will catch you guys in the next live stream. Thank you for your suggestions. Spider hands out. 3, 2, 1, boom.